I'm pretty sure I've fixed all the issues now. I don't know why it suddenly became a problem, but for some reason it wasn't letting me stream and record at the same time. Despite the fact that's what I've been doing this entire time. But I think it's fixed now, so we can get started on this. As soon as I press a button. So I'm going to be, let's say, half-heartedly attempting to speedrun Duck Maze. You can tell it's a quality product because it doesn't even have the full name on the title screen. This was an NES game that was one of a handful of NES games that I had growing up. And it's not good, but thanks to the awful nature of nostalgia, I totally don't mind this game. It's shit, but I appreciate it. So recently I've been spending some time drafting up some routes through these levels, and maybe I'll just mess around in it just quickly just to give the idea of what Duck Maze is, because you almost certainly haven't heard of it. But as soon as we've done that, I'll just try and... I probably won't go for a proper speedrun just yet. I haven't got any times in here, as you can see. And I'm pretty sure I've got all this shit set up. I haven't done anything like this before. This is just me giving it a go. But yeah, I'll mess around for a bit, give you the idea, and then I'll just try and set some sort of like base, not necessarily super rushed times to get through it all. Anyway, reset. So you can pick your level. You could just start at the end, but it's not really the point. And I'm pretty sure it just loops anyway, because it's sort of arcadey. Let's start this up. According to Wikipedia, this game is a clone of something called Doki Doki Penguin Land, which I'm not familiar with. I don't know what the audio is like. I probably need to turn it up a bit. I always have NES stuff down, so maybe a little less than that. Yeah, it's a shitty puzzle game where you control the duck. And the goal is you've got to get this egg here all the way down to the bottom without it breaking. You can break blocks to your sides. You can't do anything directly beneath you. Also, I'm going to note now, because it's going to be true throughout anything I do with this game. This game controls like shit. Just putting that out there. And you will... I sincerely doubt we will get anywhere far through this game without that becoming a problem sooner or later. But yeah. The egg can only fall as far as, can you see the little moving line there beneath it? That's an indicator of how far the egg can fall without breaking. Now there's a lot of ways to break the egg. You can drop it too far, obviously. You can crush it with these blocks, which are these things here. You can push them around. You know, if they fall in the block, or if they crush the egg against something, that'll break the egg. If the egg has nowhere to go and you fall on it, that will also break it. I can demonstrate that. Let's say a situation like this. You don't want that. And the egg can also break if it is touched by bulldogs, which are the little fellow moving around here. Worth noting that they will also just beat the shit out of you if you get near them. which isn't really a problem because the only thing you really need to do is make sure the egg is intact. Oh yeah, also if you fall off the bottom of the screen, you'll loop around from the top. The screen is focused on the egg. Everything about the game is focused on the egg. You're just there to get it to the bottom. And yeah, the only real types of blocks there are the bricks, which you can break beneath you to the side, as I mentioned. These ones here are just solid, you can't do anything with those. And these things here are like, I suppose they're like chutes. You can send the egg through it, but you can't go through it yourself. Also, this is just gonna fall too far, so don't actually use that one. But yeah, you've got to manipulate what by breaking blocks and pushing, by breaking bricks and pushing blocks around. Yeah, you've just got to clear a path and get the egg to the end. You have a couple of options for dealing with the bulldogs. Either you can just avoid them or get them to fall off the screen where they'll despawn, or you can do this sort of thing. That dog is dead. Yeah. The only other thing is, oh, also I'll mention these hearts give you points. Who cares? The other thing to mention is that, I timed it and looked at the memory to figure out some of the mechanics behind it, but every 45 seconds or so, a fox will appear, very slowly, sort of creeping up. Normally it appears directly beneath the egg, and you've just got to, it'll disappear if you go and touch it. But yeah, you don't want that thing to get to the egg either. Sometimes it shows up not underneath the egg, and I'm not 100% sure. I couldn't figure out exactly when it did which. Look, there's the bugger now. It just slowly creeps on the screen, so not always easy to notice. And if it gets all the way out, it'll just shatter it instantly. So you don't want to leave the egg alone for too long, is the point. But yeah, I might as well get started, hadn't I? I guess I'll start from when I hit start or when I can start controlling it, because I can't time that. Let's say from here. And I already fucked up. I'm not actually sure why that didn't go in there, because that should have. Even the menu of this game controls like shit. I want that to be clear. Yeah, I have over here my map of the routes. The first level isn't so hard, so hopefully I won't have too much trouble with that. But yeah, I'm not going to go too hard for now, because I just need some base times to work off of. And also because, while I spent a bunch of time making these maps, I haven't really practiced these routes, so the odds of me getting everything right immediately, not super high anyway. There are 20 levels. I've already fucked up my route. The record. In fact, I might restart. I've done well. Like, if you're playing it casually, these levels aren't always necessarily that easy. And not necessarily because the levels are well designed. But often the challenge is just figuring out how to progress. I went through all that trouble already, I've just got to actually do it. First level's the easiest. Every other level I can't vouch for. Okay. got a pretty good idea how this is gonna go. Not so much here. I tell you what, in setting up for this, it really gave me some perspective on just how, should have hit that a bit earlier, doesn't matter, these aren't especially tight. On just how, like, many oversights in this relatively simple game there are. And we'll get to some of those, but, yeah. I just found it interesting how study a game like this closely enough, you see all the corners that were cut. It's not so bad for the first few levels, but... okay. Just have to keep consulting my map, because otherwise I'll do something really stupid. I don't know if it's worth noting, but I'm doing this in the... I don't know if there was anything other than about... that was... real dumb. I think I was supposed to rush through there. On the PAL version, because that's what I grew up with, and it might be the only version. Not 100% sure. It's entirely possible that I'm just gonna make enough mistakes that we don't get anywhere near the end of this. I don't know how much time I'm willing to put into this. Also, I have to remember, I probably didn't notate my route as well as I probably should have. So I've also got to figure out what my plan was for these. And maybe I should update it if I figure some of that stuff out, because I want to be the victim of poor planning any more than I already am. Oops. Also, it's occurring to me just how long this for a full game of this could actually go. Maybe I just had to wait a sec for it to bugger off. That rings a bell. Because there's no way to get through here otherwise. Not that it doesn't take a lot longer anyway. Then just very sophisticated stealth past here. Bad time, but it'll do. I'm more worried what happens once I run out of lives. I'm not experienced enough with live split to know if I can just skip to a specific segment. Okay, cursor totally does show up over that. Noted. Okay, this bit looks a bit more complicated. Oh, that's not how I did it. Oh. I think I get the gist of the rest of this though. Doesn't matter. It's not a crucial mistake. Also, you gotta get used to this music. I had to. I believe I had to lure... That's probably how that went. I wonder if I planned this. I don't think that's how I actually did that. I'm getting things a bit out of order here. That's why I wanted to do a bit of a base run first. Figure out what I'm doing, what my own plans were. Every now and then I might do something that seems nonsensical, but I assure you there's some kind of a logic behind it. Also, I have to get better about remembering to make a split every time I do that. God, this is long, isn't it? Oh, at stage 4, there's 20 stages. It seems straightforward so far. I'm supposed to... I'm almost certainly supposed to do this. Can I keep going first? No, I can't. Because we're going this way. I vaguely remember this. You've got to be very precise about jumping back up here because you don't want to knock the leg over. That would be bad. Given that there's literally no way to... Oh, I went the wrong way. That's a problem. Like a mortal fuck-up kind of a problem. Oh well, might as well. I don't know if you get a fourth. No, you don't get a fourth. I guess I might as well update those times now. No reason not to. I guess I'll just give it another go, shan't I? The instinct that I built up while I was doing this to just speed up literally everything at all times is very great. Very great. It's a difficult habit to break. especially given that this is so goddamn slow. Like, this first level is easy enough that I could probably get a pretty good time on this if I was focused about it. I think you can sort of go faster by sort of like repeatedly jumping on the egg, but that's very difficult to do precisely because, you know, this game is a masterpiece of control and precision. Only. I don't know why the egg can only fall 3 blocks, but as soon as you're putting it in the end, it can fall as far as it damn wants. It's late again. Lord knows I'll have to do it again. This is interminable, isn't it? I also would like to develop nicknames for every one of these levels. You can see I've got a couple of them in place at the moment, and those will become more obvious once we get to them, but I would like a nickname for all of them if I could. That's quicker. Probably always the intention. I wish I had a better solution for this, but about there is as close as I can get with that. I could probably do better, honestly. I'm gonna remember to do it at the same time this time. Much better. There's plenty of downtime between levels for me to move my map over. There's also absolutely no kind of fanfare at the end of this. It's just gonna loop back around level 1 because it's one of those NES games. But I'll know. If I take it too far, then it becomes a problem when I've got to jump past it and do this rubbish. I think that's right. I don't hate this music. I probably will by the time I'm done. fox is gonna cause trouble if I let it. See, my route was coming down here, pushing that over and doing this, but maybe it is quicker to go up the top. This almost certainly isn't faster, what I'm doing here. But it is neat. I think generally it's faster to jump everywhere. I don't know the mechanics of this game so well. Sometimes you can get weird boosts off of getting punched, but I don't know how to do that reliably. I just have to remember to not go down that obvious route. Better not pull off too. Pull out of pushing the block too early, because that's not good for it. Bulldogs seem to follow you if you're on the same level or beneath them. At least slightly beneath them. Don't know how far that goes. This is the way I'm supposed to go. Punched on the way. And then I go here. Here. That fox is in the way, and that's going to be a problem. I think I'm supposed to push this out of the way here, which I don't have marked, but for a start, get rid of this piece of shit. Problem. Oh, never mind. As far as I'm concerned, that was a success. It absolutely shouldn't have worked, but then... One more down. God, that's painful to listen to. I think the next one is mostly straightforward. So some of these bits I'm looking at, maybe it's not so straightforward. We'll see. Because you've got to go past some of these buggers quite closely. I think it's just stealth in that. Just ignore them. be looking at the game, shouldn't I? Now, I think around here it's... have to do a little bit of setup first. Maybe I can be doing this at the same time. I'm pretty sure I was supposed to squash that dog while I was there. But maybe it's fine. Bear with me. I messed up and now I have to wait for it. This is fine. On the plus side, this is probably the highest consecutive score I've ever gotten on this game. Because playing it normally, you don't get the benefit of having a map in advance. Okay. Not sure what I'm supposed to do about this fellow, but we'll see. I really should have notated my map better. I think I was supposed to... Maybe I wasn't supposed to be down here yet. Look at this bullshit. How does that make any sense? Yep, it's just gonna stop there. I think I did things in slightly wrong order. Again, poor notation on my part. I'm gonna have to... This will be fine. I'll just do this. That shouldn't break anything too bad. This looks more complex than... Oh no, I can see how this happened. Oh, but what am I supposed to... Clearly I fucked up. Oh, I see what I did wrong. I'll know better next time. I did it in the wrong order again. Maybe I won't know better. It'll do. I can make this work better than not making it work at all. There we go. Problem solved. I just needed to do this first. Probably could have got the game before I did that. I'd love to set it to do this automatically, the time split. I don't think there's even a section on speedrun.com for this game, which is why I thought might as well do this. Somehow people overlooked the potential of this shit show. Okay, this looks complex. What did I do? I think I did everything in advance here. Oh, no, not debris. I think this was my brilliant plan. I don't think I can do anything else from there because I'm too high up. I fucked up. Nay, I know I fucked up. Well, maybe I can make it work. I probably needed something or something. It's right here where it starts getting more complex. I think it'll be fine if let's do this. I don't think anything has been ruined. But there is a dog down there and I don't remember there being a dog down there. And maybe I was supposed to do this in advance as well. I'll take it. The dogs are mostly stupid. Mostly. Okay, what was my plan here? Just a lure job? Because that seems lengthy. I've really got to work on my map before I do this again. This isn't sustainable. God, 20 minutes of the first 7 stages. This is gonna wind up being over an hour, isn't it? I don't think I want to go for that long, honestly. But even if I just get a foot in, maybe I'll stop at 10. It at least gives me something to work off of. And I'll just iterate from there. Okay, I think we start with hot stealth action here. Which is why I called it the sneaking mission. Oh, I've already messed up. Oops. It takes precision, this one. Also knowing that sometimes when dogs get directly beneath the egg they freak out. Why isn't this one doing it? Oh well, I'll make do. Somehow. That wasn't how I intended to make do. Come here. This was like one of the last ones I was working on. I think I'd be able to remember how it went. I remember it being quite complicated around here. Let's see what I can do. I think I remember what I had to do. That's what I wanted. That's less what I wanted, but I'll take it. I can work with that. Just need to set some things up first. Like I say, it doesn't matter how far you drop that fucking thing as long as it gets to the bottom. Look, there's me glitching out. Now then, really remember this next one. Let's face it, I don't really remember most of them. And that last stage we just did was one of the last ones I did. I think I just rushed through this early part. Go fast enough the dogs won't catch you. Well, shit. I don't think that's a problem, just not what I intended. Also, I think I was supposed to wait up there somewhere with this. So we'll just have to patch this hole again. Definitely gonna work on that map. Yeah, that was supposed to kill the dog. I remember. It went this way. Probably was supposed to wait with it while I did the next bit. Yeah. Definitely. Oh, let's see if we can. No, we can't. Oh well, I guess that's where I'm gonna leave it. Oh well, that's fun. I'll do this properly when I've sorted out my shit. It's an interesting start. And the music was already starting to drive me crazy, so I can only see what a full run would do. Anyway, I guess I'll be back later. Thanks for hanging out, if you did. Bye-bye.